Hi everyone, it's Stephanie, and today I am trying something new for this year. I am going to do a February TBR, or to be read. Usually I have a really hard time with TBRs just because I'm such a mood reader. I may feel like reading a certain book one day, and then the next day I want to read something completely different. But lately I've been I don't know, just kind of scattered. Like, I'll pick up a book and then I'll immediately want to switch to another book. And so I've got like 4 books that I'm currently reading, but I'm only in the first 50 pages or so. So I think this might help me kind of tamper down that reading energy and really focus it on a specific goal or a specific book. So I'm going to try this and see how it goes. It may be a success or it may be a huge fail. We'll see. So without further ado, let's just get to the books. So the first book I have, I'm currently reading at the moment. It's Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. This is kind of a sequel spin-off of the Grishaverse trilogy series. And so far, I'm really liking it. I read the Grisha trilogy, I think in the end of last year, and I really enjoyed those. Not a huge fan of Elena and Mal, especially Mal, but it's okay. I can get over that. It's okay. So yeah, I started this series. I really wanted to finish it in time to read King of Scars when it came out on the 29th of January, but obviously that did not happen. So I'm just going to read you the synopsis because I just can't do it justice. And it says, Ketterdam, a bustling hub of international trade where anything can be had for the right price. And no one knows that better than criminal prodigy Kaz Brecker. Kaz is offered a chance at a deadly heist that could make him rich beyond his wildest dreams, but he can't pull it off alone. A convict with a thirst for revenge, a sharpshooter who can't walk away from a wager, a runaway with a privileged past, a spy known as the Wraith, a heartrender using her magic to survive the slums, a thief with a gift for unlikely escapes. Kaz's crew are the only ones who might stand between the world and destruction if they don't kill each other first. So honestly, I've heard nothing but good reviews about this book, and I'm really sad that it's taken me so long to get to it because it sounds like something I'd really enjoy, especially because I've heard so many people say that they weren't a huge fan of the Grisha trilogy. I've heard they're kind of all over the board. They either really love it, it's okay, or they really hate it. So everyone has really been raving about Six of Crows and then the sequel, Crooked Kingdom. So I'm really excited to get through this. I'm about 50 pages in and I'm really enjoying it so far. I really like Kaz. He's very sarcastic and cool, and I really like him. I haven't really been introduced to all of the characters yet, which I found really interesting, but I love Leigh Bardugo's writing. It's very fluid and her world building is incredible, and it's based kind of with a Russian theme, so I really enjoy that. So I really think I'm gonna like this, but I really want to finish it ASAP so that I can get on to Crooked Kingdom and then King of Scars. So we'll see how that goes. The next book is Crown of Midnight, which is the second book in the Throne of Glass series. And I won't go into detail about the synopsis of this book because it's kind of spoilery for the first book. But this basically follows Selena Sardathian, who is this kick-butt assassin. Super awesome. In this story, it ended in Throne of Glass, and now people are questioning her loyalty, and she kind of has to prove them wrong, but along the way, I don't really know what side she lies on right now. I'm 80 pages in. We'll see. And I know that's really not descriptive, and I apologize, but every synopsis that I could think of is a big spoiler for Throne of Glass. So yeah, I really like Selena. I think it's really awesome to see this kick butt female protagonist, and she's an assassin, and she is damn good at her job. So I'm really excited to finish this and then go on to the next one. The next book I am currently reading, because I have a problem, is the bind up of volumes 10, 11, and 12 of Full Metal Alchemist. And if you haven't heard me talk about these in my previous videos, it follows brothers Edward and Alphonse Elric. When they were younger, Edward and Alphonse attempted an alchemical ritual called human transmutation, which is a huge no-no in the alchemy world, and as a result, Alphonse lost his body and he is currently a soul in a suit of armor, and Edward lost his arm and his leg because in alchemy it follows the law of equivalent exchange. So to get something, you have to give something up. And the ritual went horribly wrong, and now Edward and Alphonse are on a journey to try to figure out how to get their bodies back to normal. And along the way, they have so many adventures, and honestly, I can't really give you a synopsis this far into the series because it's so spoilery, but this was the first manga series that I started to read, and I really love it. Every volume is action-packed, and you really connect with the characters in a way that I really didn't expect, and the artwork is really beautiful, and the story is just really fast-paced, and it hooks you in, and I highly recommend them if you haven't already checked them out. So this next one is just shameful because I am so behind. I am so freaking behind. So this next one is Lady Midnight. I have had Queen of Air and Darkness on my shelf since it came out in December, and I have yet to read Lady Midnight or Lord of Shadows. And the whole reason I started the Shadowhunter series was because of this cover. I really wanted to get to this book, but I started reading The Mortal Instruments, and then I read The Infernal Devices and Tales of the Shadowhunter Academy, all so I could get to this book, and I still haven't read it. I finished Tales of the Shadowhunter Academy, I believe in December, so it's been over a month, and it's really sad. I really don't want to give a whole bunch away because I feel like you really need to read the other series before you dive into this one, or you're really not going to get a lot of the references. But this is a pretty thick book, but I really want to finish it this month so that I can read Lord of Shadows and be destroyed, and then read Queen of Air and Darkness and hopefully be made whole again, because Cassandra Clare is really good at that. So yeah, really going for some high goals here, but it is what it is. The next book on my list is Archenemies. This is the second book in the Renegades series. Duology. I don't know if it's a series or a duology. So in this world, renegades are superheroes who basically run the world and are kind of like the cops of the world. They attempt to keep peace and promote goodwill and staying in line. And then you also have the anarchists who believe that people should have more freedom and that superheroes shouldn't be running anything. So this follows Nova, who began as an anarchist and infiltrated the renegades as a spy, and then also Adrian and a couple other renegades, and together chaos ensues. And again, I feel like I'm being so vague with my synopses because it's hard to describe this book too without giving away spoilers from the last book. But honestly, I didn't think I would like Renegades as much as I did. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It was really fast paced. I really enjoyed the characters. I really enjoyed the world, and I think it's such a cool concept, and it's really unique. So I highly recommend you check out the series, and I'm really excited to dive into Archenemies. And my last book is probably my most anticipated book of 2019, and I've been raving about it to everyone for months, and that is The Gilded Wolves by Roshni Chokshi. And my synopsis isn't even going to do it justice, so I'm just going to read the synopsis from the publisher so you'll have a good idea of what it's about. It's 1889. The city is on the cusp of industry and power, and the Exposition Universelle has breathed new life into the streets and dredged up ancient secrets. Here, no one keeps tabs on dark truths better than treasure hunter and wealthy hotelier Séverin Montané-Alary. When the elite, ever-powerful Order of Babel coerces him to help them on a mission, Séverin is offered a treasure that he never imagined, his true inheritance. To hunt down the ancient artifact the Order seeks, Séverin calls upon a band of unlikely experts: an engineer with a debt to pay, a historian banished from his home, a dancer with a sinister past, and a brother in arms, if not blood. Together they will join Séverin as he explores the dark, glittering heart of Paris. What they find might change the course of history, but only if they can stay alive. Honestly, I'm so excited about this book. I have been following Roshni on social media for a while, so it was really nice to see her updates on the story and just seeing it kind of come to life. And this really gives off kind of National Treasure, Six of Crows vibes. And I'm really, really excited. I can't wait. The cover is so gorgeous. The story sounds amazing. And Roshni Chokshi's writing is beautiful. I think after Laini Taylor, her writing is some of the most lyrical, beautiful writing I've ever read. And her characters are always really good. The plot is always amazing. And this has gotten nothing but excellent reviews. So I'm really excited to read it, and I think I kind of want to start it even though I'm reading 4 different books. This is a problem. We'll see. But anyway, this is my last book on my February TBR. That is 6 books, which this is my last week in Jackson for training, and school I don't think is going to be too bad, so I think I can do it. And hopefully I can stick to this TBR. I think this is a good experiment for me. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up and make sure you click the subscribe button below. Hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified anytime I upload new content. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.